And we are live. Starting standing. So even though we dabbled a little bit extra with the neck last week, we still have time to do a full foot and lower leg. So I invite you to stand in a comfortable stance and pay attention to your footprint. So don't try to make it perfect. Let it just be how you would stand. Is there even weight on the feet? And it can be helpful if it feels safe to close the eyes. Does the weight tend to fall forward or back? Are you curling the toes? We're coming into the season of flip-flops, and that can sometimes cause some toe gripping, which really translates into a lot of foot and lower leg things. Notice also if one foot has more weight than the other. Does the ankles collapse inward or roll out? All these rubber bands connects and affects everything above. Notice your calves. What do they feel like right now? Those chicken breasts hanging on back there. The calves are part of our stabilizers. The calves and the hamstring work out very hard at keeping us upright. And if the hamstrings are a little unenthusiastic about what's going on, the calves kind of take over. And calves are tightly related to foot thingies. Just sort of quick scan upward. Hips, well, knees. Let's not skip the knees. How are the knees today? When you stand, do you tend to hyperextend, so flinging the knees back? Do they wing out, wing in? And then, of course, then we got to the hips. How do they feel? From the hips, we translate everything up. So we were talking about the same thing last week for the feet. If we are leaning forward, we tend to instigate that red light reflex where everything contracts on the front. And if we are leaners, thrusting the pelvis forward, what does that mean for the whole stability? So we'll start with a couple of standing poses. Then also I brought a chair in because we're going to play a little bit with a different knee release. So it doesn't have to be a chair. It can be a couch. You can sit on a desk for that matter. You just need to be able to have space for the feet. But let's start with the calves and hamstrings. So these are great snacks that you can do. You don't have to do the whole sequence. Sometimes we just need a little tinkering. So we'll start with a calf release, standing about 3 feet away from a wall. So a good arm length. And the distance you want as you stand leaning towards the wall is you want just a very minor stretch in the calves. So you want to be able to get the heels down comfortably and just with a little stretch. Feet up parallel, so neutral stance. Knees a little bit soft, so don't lock them all the way out. Hi, Roberta, good to see you. And then we start by lifting the heels. So put on your stilettos and feel the calves engaging. And then I will count you down on 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting go. Everything relaxes. And we'll repeat that. Lifting up again, putting the stilettos on. Feel the calves contracting. Are they contracting evenly? And we'll lower down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything relaxes. Now put on your Charlie Chaplin shoes, turning the feet out to the side so the heels are together. Toes pointing away from each other. So now we're working with the outer calf muscles, lifting up on the tiptoes again. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Everything relaxes. And let's repeat. Lifting up. Tiptoes, muscles contract. Can you imagine wearing shoes like this all day? Woo-wee. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Everything relaxes. And then we'll do the shy feet. Turning the heels out. Big toes touching. And lifting up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Notice if there's a lot of tuggling going on, staying even on your toe mounts. Let's do it one more time. Lifting up. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything pulls. Let's step the feet back to neutral. And just stand and sense, feel your calves. Is there a different sensation? Walk around a little bit. Maybe you feel like your feet are connecting a little better to the floor. Now, we haven't done the standing hamstring in a long time, so I thought since we're up here, we should add it into our tool bag. So again, you want to use the wall for support. We're not going to lean this time. And standing in a comfortable way, you can also hold on to a chair for balance. And you're going to shift the weight onto the left foot, take the right foot back behind you, but knees are together. So you're bending, keeping the pelvis neutral, and then bend your right leg. Take the heel to the tush, and I'll count this one down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that foot come all the way down. The benefit of this one is you get a little bit of bone strengthening on the standing leg. It's like a twofer. How cool is that? So let's do the other side. Take your left foot back and then bending up the leg, take the heel towards the tush. You'll feel the back of the thigh contracting. And let's release. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then stand and feel. So pendiculation, which is the term used. So somebody asks, what's somatics? And you're going to say, well, we pendiculate a lot. That should clear up the confusion right there. The what pendiculation means, it is a contraction, the conscious slow release, and then the nothing. So now, let's have a seat and a chair. And this is to target the quadriceps. So in previous classes, we have used a bolster, pillows, blocks, small animals to facilitate this. But there's another way. There's always another way. So as you sit in a chair, you want to place something under the thigh so that my foot is dangling completely. And I invite you, you can be quite comfortable. Don't strain. Don't try to sit up very correctly. And then the quadricep, of course, is the thigh. And as it connects below the knee to the shin bone, when this gets really tight, it basically turns our knee joint into a deli slicer. Just shaving a little bit of cartilage off every time we walk. Contracting, let me see, Noni, you're getting seated. Roberta, I'm thinking you must already be seated. And I see you, Janice. Janice, I can't hear you, but I'm thinking you are okay.
I'm asking you, is this just one leg? I can't see your other
Yeah,
leg.
sure, thank you. I'm just doing, the other one is just relaxed. It's
okay. Got it.
And so straightening your supported leg. And you can feel the muscles around the knee, just above the knee, are now fully engaged. I'm going to count that one down too. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Let the lower leg just hang completely suspended. Remember, there's nothing there in the knee. You have the two bones, thigh bone and shin bones, and then there's a little patella, a little button sitting on the front. So we want to create as much space as we can with stability. So strong muscles. Let's do that one more time. Straightening the leg, and with your hand, you can feel that the quads, the top of the thigh, are contracting. Strong thighs, happy knees. Let's count them down again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm still traveling down. You may be too. All the way done. Let all effort cease. Now it just hangs. Easy peasy. Let's take the blanket out and just feel before you switch, just sense the knee you just did and then the knee yet to go. Is there a subtle difference, spaciousness in one of them? Hopefully the one we just did, if there is. Let's go to the other side. Powerful move. If you have knee thingies, create space. It's a hip thing, it's a knee thing. So let's contract. Sense that the muscles are released. We don't have to point or anything. The foot is just completely relaxed. And then let's slowly release. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Everything relaxes, letting go. Helping the body reset the level of tension, habitual contraction that we hold. And we repeat one more time. Straightening the knee, quads engaged, and then slowly, 10, 8, no, I skipped 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it hang. Completely relaxed. Space. So hydrating well, both before and after class is important because we work with the connective tissue. So now let's stand up. I'm gonna move my chair off the mat, or just walk around a little bit. So we haven't done much, but connecting to your feet, to your lower legs. How does your knee feel? Have we made it worse? Hopefully we are off to a really good start. Now let's take it to the floor. I better be getting my cheat sheet here. And then as you come onto the floor, having of course already done some, notice, does your knees just feel a little bit more present or flatter, at ease? As always, if your chin and shoulders are pulling away from the floor, slide a blanket under your head. We'll bend up the knees and just begin to check in with the breath. Settling in. Feel the belly gently expand as you breathe in. Relaxing down on the out breath. Easy. Allow the out breath to be a little bit longer than the in breath if it feels okay. And we'll begin with the arch and flatten. Arch on the in breath, muscles contract. Release the contraction as slowly as you can. Take a buffer breath in. And exhale, flatten, pull the belly in and up, hollow out, and then relax this. Buffer breath. Inhaling, let's arch again. Muscles contract, and as always, I invite you to close your eyes so you can relax completely. Floating back. On the in-breath as everything relaxed. And then exhale. Abdomen pulls in and up. I invite you to also draw the pelvic floor up. And then slowly release. Let's take a full breath in and out. And we'll repeat one more time. Arching. Muscles on the back, check. Exhaling, muscles releasing. Inhale, no action. Exhale, abdomen and pelvic floor. In and up. And then slowly release. Now, the reason I'm asking you to engage the pelvic floor is because I've heard more than one client of mine tell me that after hysterectomy, their arches fell. And I'm like, okay. So there is definitely a connection to the inner groins and the pelvic floor, and we need to maintain this connection. Now we're going to break the next one up in two parts. You're going to lift your toes, or the front of the foot, I should say, is a better way of saying it. Let the toe mounts come down the ball of the feet. Now lift the heels. And let's do that again. Lift the front of the foot, flexing the ankle. And then slowly release that. And then lifting the heels. Notice how there is an invitation to move the spine with the feet. So I invite you to begin to incorporate that as you lift the front of the foot, arching. So the belly contracts, letting that go. Take a breath, lifting the heel. Now, I've said the wrong thing, didn't I? You're arching now, lifting the heels. I apologize. Releasing the heels and spine back to neutral. Take a buffer breath here. As you exhale again, you will lift the front of the foot and flatten the back. So this is the whole front seam that we are targeting. Releasing the feet. Breath in. And then as you inhale, heels are lifting and the low back lifts. I think that's worth repeating just one more time. On the out breath, the flattening, pelvic floor, front of the foot, and slowly release. And we'll finish with one more in-breath with the arch. Heels lifting, low back lifting, and release to neutral. Sliding the legs out. And pause. So in addition, of course, to the contract, release, pause, why is this so good for our mental state? Most because it helps us slow down, it helps slow the thoughts down, and we get to take refuge in our bodies as opposed to the twirling, swirling mind. So that may be a description that's a little bit more palatable for people how to understand. So it's a body, mind, full on reset. Now let's bend up the knees again. And then the next one, sliding out your right foot on the floor. When you can't get it any longer, let's flex the ankle. And then curl the toes down as if you're going to be picking up marbles or pencil, curling the toes down until the foot comes back on the floor. And then I'll slide the foot back in. And then I'll lift the heel. So now it's just one at a time, releasing down. Letting go of all effort. And we repeat, slide the foot out. Be curious, have a sense of participation. Flex the ankle, so dorsal flexion. Curl the toes down. Grabbing that imaginary pencil. Slide the foot back up. And lift the heel. And release. Let's take a breath. And then one more time. Slide the foot out. Flex the ankle. And then curl the toes down. And slide the foot back up again. Lift the heel and release. Now slide your legs out again just for a note of comparison. Sense the right leg and the left leg. If you were to draw an outline, which one is more alive? So this is how that we get our motor cortex to really know where our body is in space. We'll slide the feet back up again and repeat on the other side. Moving at a pace that's comfortable, slide the foot out, flex the ankle, curl the toes. And slowly slide the foot back in again. When our brain begins to forget that we have feet, we become dependent on looking down. Now lift the heel as you came in when we walk. And slowly release. And that exacerbates the red light reflex and makes us at a higher risk of falling. So keeping our ability to just feel our way with our feet. I know it's hard. Let's slide back out again. So we can keep the gaze on the horizon, not looking down. Bend, flex the ankle, curling the toes down. Notice how that feels in your arch, not just a foot. Sliding back up. Lift the foot and then slowly release down. Take a buffer breath, everything relaxes. And then one more time. Sliding out. Flex. Curl the toes. And sliding back in. Lift. And lower down. Let's slide the legs out again. Pause. Enjoy the sensations. We can get into the mindset of everything has to happen in a hurry because we're so busy. And Tia's little Latito, who introduced me to this word, would often say, still says, speed gets trapped in our bodies and we forget that we are actually right here, right now. Now let's bend up the knees. We're going to roll over onto the left side. Support your head with an arm. And we're going to do the full side curl. You are all seasoned practitioner. So we're just going to get it on. Taking it, putting your headband on. Check that your body is in a 90-90, that you're looking straight ahead and not curling down, looking at your thighs. And then let's take a breath in for nothing. And as you exhale, lifting head and heel, ribs to hips, and then slowly, as slowly as you can, lowering down. Take a deep breath in and out. Everything relaxes. And we repeat, breath in for nothing. And exhale, contract the side. Heel and head. Feel the side waist contracted. And then feel it lengthening back out. And everything relaxes. And I think there's one more in there. Breath in for nothing. And exhale. And if it's uncomfortable for the arm to be overhead, it's okay, just leave it down. Just feel the ribs pulling together. It's just a little easy on the neck with the headband, but we can leave the head totally out of it. So don't create discomfort in one place to rescue another, then we're no further. So pausing. And then take the right leg out straight in front. So not below, but out in front. This is for the tensor fasciae latae and iliotibia band. So the tensor fasciae latae is, I sometimes call that the grabber, because we get that cramp right at the outside groin there by the hips. And that's when it gets overwhelmed or the iliotibia is too tight. So draw the hips back as you're in a little bit of an arch. And then lift the foot, no more than a foot. Can you feel the outer hip has fire? And we'll count it down, but go fast if you must. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Everything pulls. And then again. Inhale, draw the hips back as you're in a little arch and lift the foot. And then again, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Relax completely. And then with as little effort as possible, come onto your back. Pause there before you roll over onto the other side again. Study your body. How does right side feel different from the left? Which one is the friendlier or bigger or softer or warmer? We can use many words to describe the sensations of the body. It is not thinking, it is feeling. Let's come on to the other side. So sitting up in the very straight back chair, looking straight ahead, putting the headband on, or leave that out of the equation entirely. And take a breath in for nothing and exhale, heel and head. Squeeze the midsection together and then slowly release. Slowly release. Buffer breath. Breath in for nothing. And out breath. Head and heel, ribs to hips. Squeeze. And then slowly, lengthening back out. And make it easy, enjoyable. Less is more. One more time. Breath in for nothing. And side seam. So these are the external and internal obliques. That gets a little jigger. Slowly release down. Letting it go. And then straightening the top leg. Moving into a little back bend, a little inhale and arch. And lift, left leg. And for me, on this side here, my right hip wants to help out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Because I counted slower because I realized I counted from 12 on the other side. Can't have us all imbalanced. But let's first allow everything to pull. And again, as you inhale, draw the hips back, lift the left leg. You can almost take a hand. Can you feel the outer hip are really going like, okay, I got you. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, done. Letting it go. Buffer breath. And then coming onto your belly. And we'll repeat the hamstring here on our back. Oh, sorry, on our belly, but laying down rather than standing up. So just let your head rest in a way that is comfortable for your body. Whether that's to the side or straight down, make it comfortable. Draw the hips towards the floor. So there's a little bit of a sensation of flattening the low back. And then let's bend out the right heel to the tush. Keep the tailbone drawing towards the heels. Feel the hamstring contracting. So that's the upper hamstring. And now counting on 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything relax. So we are strengthening our muscles doing this. And they are actually stronger when they're able to release more. Turning your heel inward, so the toes will be pointing out. We're going to address a different part of the hamstring. So keeping the thigh exactly where it is, tailbone towards the knees, and then bend up the knee again so your foot will cross over your left leg. This is a little bit of a rotation. And then let's release 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything cools. And then turn the leg in the opposite. So now the toes are pointing in, very much what we did in the calf event, so that we get more fibers, not just the main line, but we really visit. Again, draw the tailbone towards the heels, and you'll bend the knee, and now the heel will draw out to the side, as if you're doing the cha-cha-cha. And I'll count it again, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All effort cease. And notice the sensation of your right leg and left leg on the floor. If we don't pay attention, again, the brain doesn't get the message from the sensory nerves about what is happening. I think we're ready to get on with the other side. So, bending up the left leg. So that's just a straight up first. Pull the heel towards the tush. Straight on in. Feel the upper hamstring contracting. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done. Relax everything. Rolling the leg. The toes are out, pointing out to the side. Again, keep the pelvis neutral. So it's a hip movement, not a pelvis. We'll bend up the knee so the leg will travel across the right leg. Keep the pelvis tilting down towards the floor. Again, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything relaxes. Was anything else helping out? I'm going to turn the leg to the other direction. It's a Charleston, not the cha-cha-cha. I knew something all right. We'll bend the knee up. Not that I've ever done the Charleston. Pulling it in. Feel the muscles that are contracting. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and let it go. Rolling over onto your back again. So we've been working our way up from the feet, knees, hips, so both the quadricep, the front of the thigh, and the hamstrings, the back, they cross two joints, the knees and the pelvis. So for the next one, you'll take your knees in. We haven't done this one in a very long time. Straightening the legs towards the sky, straight up. And then slowly, I'll count, just so we have it all under control. Begin to bring the thighs towards your belly. 15, 14, your knees will bend. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to straighten the legs on the count of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then one more time. Taking it down super slow. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and taking it back up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending the knees, and let's lower them down to the floor. Slide your right leg out. There are 2 ways to release our psoas muscle. The mighty hip flexor that works with the upper quadriceps. So if we do one, we should do the other. We'll do the first one. We know this one well. Take the hands up behind the head or skip this part if this is uncomfortable for your body. Now inhale and arch, and then exhale, flatten the back and lift the leg. Maybe 6 inches off the floor, not a big event. Toes, we're just pointing out to the sides. And let's count that down from 10. 9, keep reaching out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let everything cool. And then inhale and arch again. Exhale, flatten. And this time, maybe lift the head, the top of the shoulders as you lift the legs, and we get the upper fibers off the psoas. Slowly lower down, 10, 8. No, that'd be 9. But we have 7 now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that one is down. In this move, we work with the psoas in its full length. And that is one way. Next week, we'll explore another way, actually. Don't take it up. Slide the left leg out first. And breathing into your lower abdomen. And see if it feels like you just got a little bit more space on the right side. Now let's take the right leg up. Our left leg completely relaxed, his toes pointing out to the side. And then inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten, not lifting the head, just the legs. So that's just the lower fibers of the psoas, 3 to 6 inches. And then slowly 10, 9, keep the back down, 8, 7, 6, reaching out through the toes, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Letting it go. And this time, if you wish, taking the head up with the leg. Inhale, arch. And exhale, flatten. And lift, leg and head, or leave the head down. Keep the back down. And lowering down, 10. Everything away from the midline. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Slide the right leg out, relax the arms. Breathing in and out. Let's consolidate the legs, draw the arms together. Interlace the fingers, tailbone towards heels, arms overhead. Lengthen, elongate. And we'll take the arms back up. Switch the interlace. Again, tailbone towards the heels, and then lengthen. Consolidate. Bank what we just did. And relax. Pause. Pausing into the vastness of your body. The aliveness that pulsates through, sensing your heartbeat. Where else in your body do you feel a pulse? Can you feel it in your hips? Behind the knees. In your feet. So wiggle fingers and toes. Now bend up the knees and rock the knees from side to side. Coming all the way over onto one side. And then using your arms and hands to press up. And then we will stay down here and close. But after we finish, I invite you to just walk around mindfully and feel, connect to the root of your tree. We'll bring the palms together. Let's take a deep breath in and we'll close with an Om. Feel the vibration of the Om everywhere in your body. Let it spread outward to heal whatever ails. Namaste. Thank you.